Hi everyone, and welcome to Gwyn Collects. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have one of the most exciting videos I have ever done. It's a collab with the one, the only, AmiAmi. If you are a figure collector, you probably know of AmiAmi. They are kind of, in my opinion, the best shop for buying figures. They have everything from in-stock figures to pre-owned figures to merchandise to CDs, wall scrolls, anything you can imagine weeb related, they have it. I love AmiAmi. I've been using them since 2020, since I started collecting. I think the third figure I ever ordered was ordered off of AmiAmi. So I have been a fan for a long time, and I am so excited to be working with them today. All right, so this video is going to be in two parts. So this is part one, the AmiAmi tutorial. Next week, I'll be posting part two, which will be a shop with me and Gwyn Collects' very first giveaway, yay! So I'm gonna be giving away 3 scale figures, 2 Nendoroids, and 2 little Hello Good Smiles next week, so you better come back and stay tuned for that video because I am so excited to do my first ever giveaway. But for this video, I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to use AmiAmi. People have asked me many times in the comments, I get comments like every week, asking me for tutorials on how to use AmiAmi and use sites like AmiAmi. So I'm really excited to be able to kind of give you guys an overview because it is a bit different than the typical Western style websites, especially with the whole like pre-order thing and placing an order and then getting the shipping quote later and all that stuff. So I'm going to be showing you AmiAmi, how to use it, and all of my tips and tricks to save on shipping, to optimize kind of how many figures you're getting together, and just how to shop how you want on AmiAmi. So yeah, I'm super excited to be doing this tutorial for you all today. So yeah, let's get right into this tutorial. All right, everyone, here I am on the main page of AmiAmi. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I use AmiAmi. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's a great site, and I think it is one of the best like Japanese websites I've ever used to buy figures on. Some of these Japanese websites can be awful, like their menus are terrible, their like search functions suck. Yeah, you need to be able to like actually write or read Japanese to sometimes like search things. So I find AmiAmi is really great. Their English site is good. All of their figures are in the same place. Like if you search up a character's name, you'll see all of the figures of that character, which cannot be said for some of the other Japanese sites. So I do really like using AmiAmi for shopping for figures because it definitely is much easier on this site. So yeah, this is what the main page looks like on their AmiAmi English site. So they'll have some banners up top that have different things you can buy. Some high-Q ones. There's a re-release happening right now. And then obviously there is the new items. So these are the items that just went up for pre-order or have just come in stock. So you can shop all of those here. And then they also have their rankings. So these are like the top selling figures currently. So like, for example, these Q-set Persona figures that are freaking adorable. I think I'm gonna have to order them. Because they are just so cute. But yeah, so they kind of have all of this on their main screen, where you can access a bunch of their figures. Like, look how cute these are. Oh my god, I haven't even looked at these yet. Oh my god, I need to order her. She looks so cute in her little outfit. Let me see Chisato. Oh wait, it has them together there. Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh my god, I think I need to order them. They are adorbs. Anyway, that's kind of the general main page of AmiAmi, and then obviously on the side you can look through all of their different items. Typically I'm here to shop for figures, so I either go to the figures tab, you can go through all these figures here, or you can go to their new products. So if you want to view what's new, you can go to the new products tab here, and it'll have all the Bishoujo first, then all of the character figures. So the Bishoujo figures are typically like the characters that are girls, and then the character figures are like the male figures. And then they'll also have like foreign ones from foreign media. So if we want to look, you can also click see more to see all of the new ones. So all of the new pre-orders and all the figures that have come in stock. If we click, we can see some of the ones that have come in stock, like the Chainsaw Man Power figure here. Oh my god, have you guys seen this? Like, okay, this is a tutorial, but I also want to talk about a few figures. Instant pre-order. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this figure. Oh my god. Anyway, When you go to a figures page, if the figure is not actually out yet, it will tell you the release date of the figure and you're able to pre-order it. It'll also tell you the price, and then you can actually convert that price to whatever. Oh, the drop-down menu doesn't show up on my screen recording software. But you can change the price to whatever. So if I want to see it in USD, you can switch it to USD. If you want to see it in Australian dollars, you can, or Canadian dollars, which is what I pay in. So yeah, you can use that to see kind of a rough estimate of how much the figure would actually cost. You can also add to your bookmarks, which I sometimes do. So if we go to my bookmarks, which you go to through my account bookmarks, you can actually see which figures I have my eye on currently. I've been waiting for a good deal on this figure, the Hatsune Miku Expo figure. I want her so bad, but her retail price is crazy. So I'm waiting for a better price to come out. Sometimes they will have box damage figures like this, so you can actually get one that has a bit of a discount, or you can go to my favorite spot on AmiAmi, which is the pre-owned section. So you access it just going through the category list, pre-owned items. Now this is where AmiAmi shines. Their pre-owned section is amazing. Like, look, 560 pages, 11,000 figures. Actually insane. And it's just pages and pages of figures. Now, you can just click through and shop all of AmiAmi's pre-owned section. Completely valid. I typically like to use some of the filters. So like if I want to look at figures, you can click that. If you want to look at, say, Miku, we can filter by Miku, and this is all just within the pre-owned section. So there's actually some pretty good deals on here. This figure is amazing, and I'll use her as an example. So when you click a figure, it will tell you a little bit about the condition of the figures on the pre-owned section. So in this case, this one's actually a item C box B, which is a great example. So if an item is anything A through B, that means that there is no damage to the figure itself. It's just either A, it's unopened, B, it's opened, and you can actually view all of the info about ranking down here. So yeah, A, item is sealed and unopened. A minus, item is not sealed but appears unopened. B plus, item has been opened but there's no damage. B, item is open and maybe there's like minor scratches or dirt. I've literally never had a B even have a single, well, I've never had a B even have a single issue, like never. C is opened with damage or a part might be missing. And then I have rarely seen J's. J's are pretty rare. And then you can also do box damage. So I've never seen a box A. I think in Japan, if you even breathe near a box, it becomes B condition. I have gotten a box C before though, and it was honestly fine. I really don't care that much about box condition, so I'm good with the cheaper price. So obviously the lower these letters are, like if they're like C's, B's and C's, you're gonna get a better price on the figure. If it is the case of a C, there aren't any photos of damage, so you kind of have to just trust. But they do list the damage. So they say strand of hair on the left twin tail is damaged. So you would be like, oh, maybe okay, it's detached. Honestly, I haven't bought any that are fully broken from AmiAmi. In a C condition, but I have bought a few that were faded, color faded, or scratched, and they were the most minor defects, and I got insanely good deals on the figures. So if you're willing to kind of take your chances on the C conditions, I have never been disappointed in a C condition figure, and like they are absolute steals. Like this one retailed for 23,000 yen, and you can get it for 13,000 if you go with the C condition. So you get some really good deals if you're willing to sacrifice a little bit on the condition. But yeah, you can see now that we've applied the filters, we can look through all of the different figures that they have. They have tons, anything from Nendoroids to scales. They have everything here. That's not all though, they also have lots of different items. So you can actually look at all of the different categories if you click show all categories, and you can see all of the things that AmiAmi has. I often look in their 18+ section, which I will not be showing here on YouTube, but I do like it quite a bit. And actually they have binding figures and native figures on their 18+ section now, which is amazing because you used to only be able to get them from the native site. So now it is so nice that they have them on AmiAmi. But I like to look at household goods and also like character goods. So you can get like body pillow cushions, you can get tapestries, you can see like they have art books on here, so you can look at all of their art books that they have, which are great. You can get tapestries. There's so many tapestries. I'll often search like tapestry, and you can just see like there are so many on this site, both in stock and pre-orderable. So many options, like so many. So AmiAmi truly has everything. They have acrylic stands. You can often search like in here as well. Like I'll search like Spice and Wolf, and you'll be able to see like all of their merch and everything. Oh my god, have you guys seen this one? Oh, but that price kills me. I wish. I love her so much. Oh, my dream. But yeah, they have so many. They have the little puppets up for pre-order. They have figures. Basically, you can search anything, and their search works very, very well in English, which is great. So now that I've given you guys kind of an overview of the website, I thought I would give you guys some little hacks and things you can do to, I don't know, use AmiAmi better, to be like a power user of AmiAmi, because I've been using this site for years and years now. So I've learned a thing or two. So the first thing I want to go back to are the bookmarks section. I love using bookmarks because you're able to track the prices of things. And if things are like out of stock, you can still track them, and then sometimes they come back in stock. Like this Miku Expo figure was out of stock for a long time, and now that I'm looking, it's actually back in stock. So I'm able to add that to cart if I want. I've actually already pre-ordered the Mary figure, so I don't need that one in my bookmarks, but I highly recommend putting stuff in your bookmarks. Another reason having stuff in your bookmarks is great is when AmiAmi uploads stuff to their pre-owned section, sometimes it can be listed as pre-owned order closed for a little bit until AmiAmi actually like officially opens it up. So their pre-owned section updates every day around like, I find typically around like 6 to 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Around like 6-7 p.m. Mountain Time is when I usually find them uploading, maybe a little bit later, a little bit earlier. They used to go right on the dot. It's been a little bit more like dispersed over the past few months, but often they'll upload stuff and it'll say like pre-owned order closed. And for very, very rare figures, like when I got my Maka figure from Soul Eater, you can like go into the page, so like the item page, and you can refresh and hope that like the order button opens up so that you can add it to cart and buy it right away on the pre-owned section. But refreshing takes a while, and you kind of need to like refresh. If you're on your phone, sometimes you need to like scroll to get back to that cart button, and it can just be stressful. But if you add it to your bookmarks, or you have multiple things you're trying to snag, you can actually keep refreshing your bookmarks and then just add it to cart immediately from your bookmarks. And the bookmarks, I find, refresh a little bit faster than the pages for whatever reason. So this is how I actually snagged my Maka figure. I'm giving you guys like the real hacks. That's how I actually snagged the Soul Eater Maka figure for like $290. Like it was crazy. So I was able to snag it like that. I was able to snipe it, even though other people were trying to buy it. So I'll actually show you guys how I order a figure on here, because I want to order these guys anyway, and I think they're so adorable. So I'll do an example using the Persona 4 protagonist. But essentially, when you want to pre-order a figure through AmiAmi, you pre-order, so you add it to your cart, and then you can click proceed to checkout. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So it'll prompt you to then sign in to your account. Obviously, I'm not going to show you guys my sign in, but this is kind of what the order page looks like on AmiAmi. So I want to ship this guy on his own, but in this drop-down menu you have here, I don't want to click this because then you guys will see my order numbers, but you can actually click this little drop-down menu and it'll allow you to add it to orders with other figures already in them. So if you'd like to combine your figures together, you can actually do it right at checkout, but you can also do it later on. So I'm going to ship him by himself, I think. So I'm going to click continue. Okay, so above it shows you the address. If you haven't registered an address, you have to register it there. But above there is the address, so you pick which address you'd like to ship to, and then you can choose your payment method. So you can pick PayPal if you've linked your PayPal, a credit card, and also Union Pay. I'm going to use PayPal because I like to use PayPal. And then you can see here, they have all of the different shipping options. So AmiAmi has a ton of shipping options that you can pick. They all come with varying prices. When you pre-order a figure, you have to pick the shipping option. So I'm gonna say, since this is just a small little guy, he's not that expensive, I'm just gonna do an air small packet. So obviously these change in price, with DHL typically being the most expensive, but not always. For smaller packages, I find EMS is usually the most expensive, and DHL only gets really expensive if your package gets really big volume-wise. But I like Air Small Packet. It's affordable, and it's tracked, so it's really nice. Sometimes I even go unregistered air small packet, so untracked. It's even cheaper, and honestly, I've never had an issue with packages getting to me in Canada, so yeah. There's also air parcel and surface parcel. Surface parcel has tracking. Air parcel does have tracking as well, I believe. The air small packet is the only one that doesn't. Sometimes in Japan you can do these I think air small packet or air parcel, one of the two. It'll have tracking when it's in Japan, but I found with Canada Post they don't have tracking once it reaches Canada. But again, I've never had an issue with my orders not getting here. So I typically choose one of the cheaper options. Obviously surface parcel will take the longest because they put it on a boat, but it is usually the cheapest option for really big boxes. So you can put them on the boat. It takes 2 to 4 months, but it'll save you sometimes like hundreds of dollars to pick surface. I'm gonna go with air small packet for this one because honestly, I think any of these will probably be cheap, but yeah. So obviously I'm not going to show you guys my address, which will be shown above here, but just zooming in, this is kind of the final info that you get about your order. So it'll tell you the subtitle of all of the items, and then the shipping fee will be determined when the box is actually like shipping. So because this is a pre-order that releases in October, I won't know until that figure is in stock how much shipping is going to cost. Now you can kind of guess, like typically something really small like this is not going to be expensive. It's probably going to be in the order of like $15 to $20 to ship. I find about $20 is the minimum cost to ship for a small package from AmiAmi, which really isn't that bad compared to a lot of sites. But yeah, as you get bigger and bigger boxes, I would say a bunny is typically in the $100 to $150 if you want it to ship fast. If you do surface, it's in the like $50 range Canadian typically. But what you can actually do, and I'm going to show you next, is you can actually ask AmiAmi how much it costs to ship things, and I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, once you've got to this, all you have to do is click place order and your order is placed. I also want to pick these two up, so I'll show you guys how it works to combine the orders. So if you want to combine these two guys with our newest order that we placed, you just click this drop down menu. You guys can't see it, I'm blocking it out so that you can't see my order numbers, but a drop down menu will come up and it'll give you options, so different orders that you can combine with. So you can click the order number, and then now that I've clicked the original order that I wanted to combine with, it actually adds these two guys to that order. So it's really easy. It allows you to combine them in different ways in order to save on shipping, because I'm gonna assume shipping one of these guys and shipping 3 of them is probably gonna cost about the same. So it's really nice to be able to combine your orders. You can also split them up, you can change things around. It's really, really nice, and I love the flexibility that AmiAmi gives you. So yeah, this is a super nice feature and one of the main reasons why I love AmiAmi. And then once you've placed an order, if it's a pre-order, you wait until the figure comes out and AmiAmi will send you an email with an invoice for shipping. When you actually get the email invoice, it'll tell you how much shipping costs for the shipping you picked when you ordered the figure originally. So in that case, I picked air parcel. Once I actually get the quote for shipping, the final price, it'll have the actual cost of shipping. And then when I go to pay for my order, all of the different options will pop up again, but this time it'll tell you how much each option costs. And then you can switch whichever shipping you'd like. So if you'd rather do DHL, once the figures actually come in stock, you can switch to DHL and you already know the price. You can switch to EMS. If you want to save some money, you can switch to Surface. So it's really flexible and nice once you've received your payment invoice. I will say though, once you have received your payment invoice, you cannot cancel your order. Typically they don't allow it, so there's that. So that's something to be mindful of. Once you've received the invoice, you're kind of stuck with the order. It can cause kind of dings on your account if you cancel orders after the payment invoice has been sent out. So I highly recommend not canceling your orders after the payment invoice has been sent out. And once you get that email saying your order is ready to ship, you have 7 days to pay your invoice, and then they ship it right after. Now, the last thing I want to talk a little bit about, I can't really talk about it right now because it is daytime in Canada and you need to do this at night, but I'm just gonna go to the help page on AmiAmi, which I use quite a bit actually, and it has all of their FAQs. If you have any issues with shipping, if your package has been damaged, anything, they have all of their support on this page. And one of the things I really like to do using their support is you can actually talk to the live chat. I often like to use their live chat, which is currently unavailable, but it will be coming back. But on their live chat, you can actually ask them how much it will cost to ship in stock figures, which is really nice. So if you want to do that, you can also email them. If you want to do that, you can go to an in-stock figures page. So let's find an in-stock figure. If you want to sort by in stock, you can go to the figure page. So I just went to see all figures, and if you click the new filter, that means that the figure is in stock. So if I want to know how much a figure costs, I can go to that figures page. Because it's in stock, they know the dimensions of the box, so they do know how much it'll cost to ship on its own. So you can copy this shop code, so figure, in this case, 14434, and you can just send them an email and say, hey, I'm wondering how much it would cost to ship figure 14434 to Canada, say, or to America. And they'll give you the cost estimates of all of the different items. So if you are worried about placing the order and the shipping being too expensive, I like to email them and just double check what the shipping cost is. Sometimes I also go on my figure collection and people will have put in the comments how much AmiAmi quoted them for shipping. So yeah, that's one way to get a nice cost estimate. If you have multiple figures that you want that are in stock, you can send them the codes of all of the figures, and then they're able to calculate how much shipping will cost if you ship all the figures together as well. So you can do this with in stock and with pre-owned figures, as long as the figure has been released. So they can't estimate on pre-order figures because they don't know how big the boxes will be yet, but all of the other figures that are in stock and pre-owned, they can estimate shipping costs for you if you email them. And once the live chat comes back, they can also answer that on the live chat. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial video. I hope it was helpful if you are considering using AmiAmi. I highly, highly recommend using AmiAmi to get any of your anime goodies. I know I use it quite a bit. They also have stores in Akihabara in Tokyo. I have been there. I'll insert a clip of me at the store, like fangirling over being at AmiAmi. But yeah, and they have a new store that's opening. I saw on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, now I need to go back, and I need to see the new figure tower. Oh my god, literally like the mecca of figure collectors, I swear. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know how you like to use AmiAmi. Have you gotten any good steals in the pre-owned section? That kind of stuff. Thanks again to AmiAmi for sponsoring this video, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week with the giveaway. I'm so excited. Thank you so much to all of my patrons over on Patreon. You can subscribe to be a patron at patreon.com/Gwyn Collects to help support the channel. But if you don't feel like paying, completely fair, you can also support Gwyn Collects by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment if you'd like. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. A huge thank you to all of my Chica tier patrons, Ryomi, Castle, Noble, Remember June, Melindy Lou, Leon Vlade, and Chance. Thank you all so much for your support. As always, I hope you all have a very, very wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!